So 1 in 6 people in the world experience loneliness. And I believe that many of them are teachers. I've been a classroom teacher for 12 years, and I well remember the feeling of isolation, of demotivation, and often a sense of a lack of agency. So I found community myself in Ghana in a spot. So a spot in Ghana, if you haven't been to Ghana, is actually derived from the name for a drinking space. So in every local community you go to, you see an incredible array of locally named and locally designed, locally run drinking spaces. And 10 years ago this month, a group of local educators came together and said, why are there so many drinking spaces and not the same thinking spaces? And the concept of a spot was born, a locally led and designed education space that enables teachers to lead their own education clubs with learners that relate with the curriculum, but make the curriculum more practical and community-centered in different ways. So somehow, across the last 10 years with minimal funding, we've been able to bring together over 400 local changemakers called catalysts, who together impact 10,000 learners a year to create the futures that they want to see through education. And people often ask us, how is this possible? Especially when until we started the Gratitude Network Fellowship, there was just one full-time staff member powering this as a staff. And I'll say there were 2 factors. Number 1, ownership. And number 2, connection. So right at the start of our journey, we asked a question. How can we create an operational model that enables everybody to feel involved in building what we call our collective future? And technology has played a really key role in this. We have a range of tech aspects of our work, ranging from the EduSpots app to embedded digital education to EduBite certificates and educational animations. Our app, in its essence, enables local educators to track, monitor, and come up with their own ideas for their own educational clubs of different forms. It also enables them to have a system that tracks their own local fundraising systems, their own enterprise, as well as providing EduSpots centrally with live data to give to funders. But today I want to focus on something that's actually much more simple than the EduSpots app, something that I believe everybody in this room has access to, that's the true beating heart behind EduSpots impact. And this is a certain innovative approach to WhatsApp. So if you were to look on my phone, you'd see my phone buzzing all the time, because on this phone there's over 15 different learning channels across many different education specialisms, earlier, STEM, and similar, that are interactive WhatsApp hubs that are run by people from the network. So every one of these is run by a peer mentor and also facilitated by a staff, with most of the staff coming from the grassroots network. To give a sample of what one of these feeds looks like, this is the Spot Lead curriculum. So every single day has its own theme. So on Monday there's Comms Monday, doing like digital design skills, social media tips and similar. On Friday is Couch Fridays, where someone from the network sits on the interactive couch and is interviewed. And on Saturday everyone shares all the opportunities they've seen. And this is just the weekly plan, but there's actually like a 6-month curriculum progressive for every single one of those 15 WhatsApp groups. And what are the benefits? Firstly, it's more participatory. You don't have to ask for permission to speak on WhatsApp. More people can have access, that even in rural Ghana, most people have access to a smartphone and internet. It also allows for multiple literacies, people can reply in their own time, and it's great for building discussions before and after meetings. We've had some great results, over 10,000 engagement points, and it's made catalysts and staff feel more valued, which has fed into volunteer and staff retention. We were recently asked to lead a community of practice, where the funder said that the WhatsApp approach we used built community and solidarity among a group of 10 NGOs. And this all feeds into EduSpots' wider impact of educational outcomes and leadership outcomes, with our recent evaluation showing a shift in pedagogy across schools that we work in. All of this is sustained by deep local systems created by people like Hamadou, and we've recently got a partnership with the Ghana Library Authority alongside working with the National Education System, with Catalyst also running their own local WhatsApp hubs with about 50 across the country. Today we're asking for £150,000 to expand that network from 50 to 100 spots. And I believe that there might be someone in this room who could help us on this journey. But above all, I'm here on behalf of the EduSpots team with an idea in that whatever systems we create, that we think about how we embed participation with our world becoming more polarized. How can we create more inclusive systems behind our ideas? And I want to finish finally on one of EduSpots play-based claps, of which there are many. There's a big shout out to everyone in this room for the connection and network here. This is called the EduSpots Love Clap that I hope you'll join me in after I model it.
It goes like this. Wow. 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 Thank you so much.